Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I decided on something else to talk about. And it's going to start off with a Netflix suggestion, but that's really not the topic of the subject. I just finished a 10-part mini series or something like that. It's a comedy on Netflix. It's from Japan with wonderful English subtitles. So I think you can enjoy it even if you don't speak Japanese. But oh my heavens. Oh, it makes me laugh, and it also, anyways, okay, it's called Hotspot, and I'm going to tell you a little quick point about the plot, which just shouldn't give it away because that's really, it's just the vehicle for which you get an insight into country life in Japan, the real life of Japan, and oh my heavens, and the premise is very funny, but this starts off in this small country hotel, employees there, and Mr. Takahashi is probably the longest working employee there. Turns out he's half alien. Half alien means he's got I think a human mother and a alien father, and he doesn't have supernatural powers, but he does have enhanced human powers, which makes for a good story. And then in the middle of it, he gets a little jealous when some other odd people show up. Like this one old guy shows up and he says he's from 50 years in the future. And the office girls more readily believe this guy because of what the half alien, what he did to get them to believe. So they took it. By the time he came along, they said, "Oh, sure, no problem." And then another old schoolmate shows up who's got supernatural powers. Nothing too amazing, but she does have some supernatural powers, and they believe her right away. She gives them a quick demonstration. They believe her right away, and this Takahashi gets so jealous. And then at the very end of the show, there's another category of a person called a time leaper. It shows up at the very end, but it's funny. And then Takahashi goes back to his, I don't believe that. He's the one that refuses to believe these people. But it's funny. But anyways, the reason I recommend it if you can watch subtitles. I'm not good at reading subtitles, but even with the Japanese, I understand the Japanese. I still read the subtitles just to make sure I got everything. But it reminded me of our life in Japan and why I love Japan and why it gives me anxiety, and perhaps insight into why so many Japanese people who come to the United States, and once they get used to our way of life, they have a hard time going back into this Japanese way of life because, oh my heavens, the societal pressures and microscope and rules, and I mean, there's rules that are written, rules that are unwritten, and you're expected to know everything, and every comment you make is analyzed 6 ways to Sunday, and you've got to just watch your P's and Q's in Japan. I love it. This is the best food in the world, and I would go back in a heartbeat. But when I think about the stress-inducing society, it explains so much, and you might begin to understand your Japanese colleagues and friends a little more by watching this, because I'm telling you, that society is a pressure cooker. A pressure cooker. If you can handle it, it's great. if you can't handle it, it can be trying. But anyways, the series or the show is called Hotspot. You probably have to. You can just search it once you get to Netflix, but maybe it's under TV shows. I can't remember. It is a Japanese TV drama, but a comedy, and it's just 10 episodes. You'll be tempted to binge watch and blow right through this 10 episodes, but it's so satisfying. I really enjoyed it. And as my a Japanese friend of ours pointed out, what she loves about it, she finds the dialogue so natural, and the script so well written, and yeah, and it's the humor is not slapstick or anything like that. It's just kind of so natural. It's just so funny. Oh my heavens! So if you're looking for something good to watch, check that out. Hotspot, and the scenery is beautiful. It's in a country town near the foot of Mount Fuji, and the scenery just plays heavily into it, and it's just very pretty. But anyways, enjoy that, and if you don't mind, comment on this video after you've watched it a couple times, and see if you agree. Of course, I understand Japanese, so I didn't have to rely on the subtitles, but they help. And I think I've known a couple of Americans who do not speak Japanese have watched it, reading the subtitles, and enjoy it very much. So I highly recommend it. But anyways, I'm leaving Tunnel Springs now. This is my second video of the day, a quick 360, and I'm coming around to the foothills that I want to climb someday when I'm with some company, but by myself. Anyways, I made a big loop. I walked down this path. Here's the sign of Tunnel Springs. Walk this down this path to where you overlook the Salt Lake Valley and Bountiful and whatnot. But anyways, thank you for listening. Bye-bye.